to invest in a new one, which I haven't
So
yet.
the audio's working?
It was the stick that wasn't the drive thing, yeah. Okay, but yes, now it is. Okay.
You better watch your mouth then.
Peyton. Okay, so plot your points.
Now everybody's gonna know it.
All right, plot your points quickly, please.
Ms. Torres,
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2 were the same.
1, 2, and 3 are the same. I am aware of that.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yes. Not like the other one in homework, but I didn't. Okay. So follow with me because it's very specific on how I want you to do this. So don't try to rush ahead because you're going to realize, 1, they're all the same, and 2, you're going to get stuck. So, does everybody have these 3 points labeled A, B, C? Yes? All right. Now, I'm going to be specific in what I want you to do. I want you to find the 4th point D, but I want it to be in this general region here, this general area here. So find your 4th point D, and I'm going to let you try it on your own. I realize I've not done any explaining on this, but I want you to try it on your own the best you can and figure out where would D be.
Are we supposed to know this?
I want you to at least try. No, what do you know about parallelograms? Opposite sides are opposite sides are what? Congruent, and it's in the title, parallelograms. Opposite sides are parallel. Yes? And how do you know, how do you show that lines are parallel? By finding their slopes. So I'll give you that hint. You're going to be using slopes. So find some slopes and see if you can figure it out. Okay, I want you talking to your group members, either saying I need help or hey, this is how I did it, let me show you. Right now you're working together. Do that now.
Okay, so my estimation is that D is
Yeah, 7. I should like rise over. I like how the rise over.
got 8. For me, I just made triangles out of A, B, and C, so I can know.
Okay, anyone willing to explain how you got it to work? I'm gonna have you, then you can do the next one. Yes.
I got the slope of one of the 2 points.
Uh-huh. So tell me which 2 points you found the slope of.
I did B, C.
B and C. So did you do like rise over run like that? Like here, rise over run? Or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so how far from B to C? How far did you rise? 1, 2, 3? Yes or no?
No, I rose 4 and then went left 3 off of C.
1, 2, 3.
Or I did
One.
A, B, maybe?
A, B? Or A, okay. Okay, so A, B. So you're doing this one here. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise is down 4. And right how far?
3.
3. Okay, so he said from A to B, he went down 4 and to the right 3.
So would it be, you put rise equals -4, 3. What would it be?
Rise over run. Thank you. Okay, so could you say you went up 4 and left 3 as well?
Yeah.
Yes? Could you say, is that the same as positive 4 over negative 3? All right, so either way you think of it, it is the same thing. Tell me what you did from there.
Off of point C, I went up or rise forward.
Mm-hmm.
Left 3.
So you're using this one. So he said off of point C, he went up 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1, 2, and 3. And called that D. Did anybody do that same thing?
Well,
Similar?
I just found like the middle line of A and C, and then I just moved up a little bit because I looked at your circle. I kind of just,
Kind of eyeballed it.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
I just made triangles out of A, B, and C, and then I just like plotted out how the shape would be formed.
Okay, so you're saying you did like a triangle here
Yeah.
and kind of matched it over.
Well, no. I mean, A and B. I made a triangle out of the slope and
Right here?
yeah.
Okay. And then you figured that out on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, good. In the end, what is D? Can you guys count over and up?
7, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got 17.
7, 9.
7, 9. Double check your
I
counting.
think the problem is
Love how
that
both of them got the
the
same
X and
answer.
Y axes aren't labeled numbers.
And you have to count them, I know. And then it's light on top of that. Okay, so let's connect. Connect.
What did I do wrong?
Hello.
You just show us your class.
Mrs. Torres, can I bring you my
Hey.
gift
Hi,
card?
Maddie.
Yes. So you went down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The heck? Oh, maybe your C is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what it is. This is 10. You have your C1 over to the left.
Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. Okay, any questions on how we found 7, 9? Okay, now this next piece is where you guys need to make sure you're listening. It says here, justify mathematically how you found your point and place your parallelogram on the graph. Now, there are different ways. Now, if you did triangles, you need to explain what you did, how you drew it, how you put it over to the other side. I'm going to show you with slope, and it's pretty easy. What do we know about AD and BC if these two are parallelograms? They are what? Parallel. So we're going to find the slope of AD, and we're going to compare to the slope of what? BC. All right, there's going to be more to this problem, but this is just this piece for now. We're going to do the slope of AD and compare to the slope of BC. What do we know about the two slopes? They should be the same or different? The two slopes should be the
Same.
that's what makes them parallel. All right, how you calculate the slope is up to you. If you want to do it this way, A is 3, 6, and D is 7, 9, and then do your y minus y, 9 minus 6 over 7 minus 3. Now, you don't have to write this down with me if this is not the method you use. What is 9 take away 6?
3.
What is 7 take away 3?
4.
4? Okay, so did anybody get slope is 3/4 without doing all that work? Yes, what did you do instead? Just count it. Could you count up 1, 2, 3, run 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So is it okay if you just say counted my graph, rise over run is 3/4? Yes? I'm going to do that next one on the BC. So BC, B to C, if I rise 1, 2, 3 and run how far? You guys count it? Rise 3, run how far? 4. So does it also come out to be positive 3/4? Now I have kids say this, well, what if I went down and to the left instead of up and to the right? If you go down and left, do you still end up with positive 3/4? Do you? Down is negative, left is negative. What's a negative over a negative? Positive. So you'd get negative 3, negative 4, which would still be positive 3/4. Yes or no? All right, did they come out to be the same? All right, but we are only halfway done because what other two slopes do I need to compare? Slope of what?
AC.
Slope of AB. Slope of AB should be parallel. We're going to compare to the slope of what? DC. Okay, so right now I want you finding the slopes. You pick your method. You use your y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or you just count rise over run on your graph. But I will tell you one thing that people messed up on the test, and I'll do that after you guys calculate it. All right, compare with your group members. Check if you guys have the same answer and talk about whether you use the same method or not. And if you did not, see if you guys still have the same answer. So talk. I show you guys comparing.
Negative 4.
Peyton? Other Peyton. Head up off the desk, please. Did you listen? Yeah, just make sure you sent out. Yeah, I didn't see it at first. I see you now. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
You guys want me to show rise over run or the slope formula?
Rise over run.
Okay, I like to show rise over run because I want to show where kids messed up on the last test because this type of slope counting stuff was there. Okay, AB. I had kids do this. From A to B, I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right, how far? 1, 2, 3. What is that? 4 over 3? Okay, be careful with that. Some kids just count and count and, oh, 4 over 3. You do have to keep track of positive and negatives. 2 ways to double check. When I go down, that is negative, and when I go to the right, that is positive, and one negative and one positive makes a negative. Another way to think about it is this line here, is if you're walking from left to right, would that be a walk uphill or downhill?
Downhill.
And downhill is negative slope. Okay, same thing with D to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Is it also negative 4 over 3? All right. So this is the kind of stuff I'm going to look for on the test. I'm going to look that you've plotted your D, connected to make your parallelogram, you have your D over there labeled, and you've done some work. Whether, in my case, I'm doing the slope. Some of you guys said you do triangles, but you have to mathematically explain what you did and not just say, oh, I eyeballed it. It looked like it was here and that looked good enough. Got it? So even if you explain where you did with your triangles, in the end you still have to do the slope to compare. Yes, why? Because it's a parallelogram, opposite sides have equal slope. That's what makes them parallel. Got it? That's kind of work I should see there. How many boxes or bubbles or highlighting marks should you have there? 4. All right, questions? Okay, so why in the world would I have the same problem again? Well, let's check. I'm going to have you plot your A, B, and C one more time. All right, plot. Okay. Now, I'd like you to do the same thing, but this time have your point over in this area, in that region. All right, so see if you can do it again, but this time find D in a different position.
Did you make this?
Why? Are you going to criticize it?
No. Oh,
I did.
I thought
Oh, then you're criticizing it, just like the, look like a younger sister.
so. How was that? criticizing?
I'm just giving you a hard time. Let's go, let's work.
She's so serious.
You're on the camera.
Oh, wrong camera.
Focus, yes.
You know what? I don't care.
Forgot we're on camera. Smile, we're on video. Just a voice.
All right. Go, find your D.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, if you're stuck, well, were you stuck in the first one? You do the same thing you did in the first one.
How do I
Find
make a parallelogram?
find your slope and find your slope. Like it's, can you see it? Huh? Check with your group members. When you're done, check with your group members. So what do you ask? Okay,
Oh, yeah, because like that's only music.
Is this like the same exact
Where you would want us to put stuff.
Yeah, but the basic for like.
And then find your slope. Okay, so where is D?
In the corner.
In the corner, like this corner right here?
No.
No. 13, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1.
I think it's
No.
14.
One more.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Should it be over one more?
No.
No.
You,
Yes.
you
I think it's
counted
fine.
your first
I think it's
slope
only
wrong.
that I put it in the right spot. I wrote it in 10.
Okay. Which one did I mark wrong?
The A, B, I'm pretty sure.
A. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. And C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I'm going to count slopes and figure it out. From A to B, how far down and over do I go? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how much to the right? 2, 3. Is it down 4 or over 4? So what am I to do with point C? 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it there, yes or no?
Yes.
Is that the one you had?
No.
I asked you, did you count your slope? And you said, I did.
And now I'm going to cry.
All right. Here. All right. Before we move on, I'm going to continue working in pencil, and we are going to check. What do we know about opposite sides of a parallelogram? They are what? Besides being congruent, they are what? Parallel. So I'm going to check CD right now. Actually, we did. That's how we constructed it. But I'm still going to have to show the work. What is D, by the way, now that we've fixed it?
14, 1.
14, 1? All right, 14, 1.
On the test, are you going to give us these and we're just going to put?
One of them is off, guys.
Yeah.
D is supposed to be 13-1.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it's off. So you're 13, 1. Don't you give me a dirty look. Okay, so we're going to have to, something's off.
She looks good.
It is, it is. I had to be in the right spot. I just counted wrong. I apologize. Again, Christina, I'm not looking at you, but I know it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe you have C.
No, nothing was wrong. It's just when I connected it, I had the line like slanted over.
So it's 14, what?
13, 1. Like you guys, the original point, whoever gave it to me originally had it right. Don't give me that look, Christina. All right. Okay, so let's go through and count again. I'm going to count C, D, and A, B, and be a little neater. Okay. Apologies to all of you who had it and were correct. Hey. All right. Okay, so slope of AB should be equal to slope of CD. So let's count from A to B. Now when I said it and I was going too fast, I said down 4 and over 4, but it's really down 4 and over what? 3. Slope of AB equals -4, +3. And that is a downward slope. It is negative, so that negative is correct. All right, then we compare it to slope of what? CD. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. -4 over 3. Are we done, or do we have another set to do? One more set right here, here, and here. So slope of what? Slope of AC compared to slope of AC compared to slope of what? BD. All right, so count up. Yeah, can you guys, looking at this, tell me if that's positive slope or negative slope, this one from A to C, from left to right?
Negative.
It's negative slope. All right, so how far down and how far over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's check for BD. Down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I see.
That was a quick one. That means they had it in their hand, which is even worse. All right. Number 3. Are we ready? Okay, plot it one last time. 1, 2, 3. A. All right. You ready? Okay, so now I want it over in this region over here. All right, so finding D again, but this time over in this region. All right, go.
Oh, it's like number 2. It says it.
All right, do you guys have it? Check with your group members quickly.
I got -1, 3.
All right, what'd you guys get?
0, 2.
0, 2, -1, 3. Anyone else?
I'm not gonna guess.
It wasn't a guess earlier. It was mathematically sound. Yes, I know. I heard -1, 3. I heard 0, 2. -1, 3. Okay, let's count and let's check. There's more than one way to do it, but I'm going to count this slope here over and over, and then do the same thing here over and over. Do you agree? From C to B, how far down and how far over? 1, 2, 3 down and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So would that be positive or negative? Negative, negative would make a positive slope. Will that make a, does that look like a positive slope uphill?
Yes.
Okay. So again, was that down 3 over 4?
Wait, how come you couldn't use A and B?
The slope here.
Yeah, I used A and B.
And then what did you do with that slope after you?
So I did B is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to A, and then 1, 2, 3. So from A I did down 4 and then left 3.
Okay, 2 things. If you're doing A to B and you use that slope over, like say you did B to A, you're going to do it up here to find the point up here. That's the one we did over here. You're either going to do this one, or you can do C to A.
But how will you know?
You kind of have to eyeball it and like, okay, I want this line, if it's going to be over here, I want this line to be parallel to this line. So count this slope and then this slope. Versus over here, we wanted this line to be parallel to this line, so we found this slope to that slope. But I'm going to tell you right now. But let me finish it, then I'll tell you. So where did it end up, guys? Negative, was it negative 1, 3? Yes or no? A, B, C, D. All right, I will tell you this. You will not have to do all of these on the test. Okay, mine looks off. I don't know where in the heck I messed up. Negative 1, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Because of time, we are going to move on, but I will tell you this. On the test, do you have to do all 3 of these? No. You either pick that one, you pick that one, or you pick that one, whichever. And most people have one that just pops out like, oh, I can see it right here, or I can see it right there. I have all 3 worked out on my answer key, so I know, hey, okay, they did it this way, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, they did it this way, these are the slopes I'm looking for. So here you would need to label your 4 slopes. Slopes of which lines? You'd compare DA with what? Slope DA with slope BC. You can write that here, DA, BC, and then you'd find the slope of AC and compare it to what? Anyone? Compare slope AC to what? DB. And compare. Anybody do it already? None? All right, I'm going to flip it over to the back so we can do these really quick. All right, A is 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. B is 4, 2. And C is 8, 4. All right, now this one's specific. Draw D in which quadrant?
3.
Now, am I pointing, actually, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be down here. Can you see that? If I want it in quadrant 3, can you, I mean, I'm just kind of eyeballing right now, but can you see the parallelogram where it's going to come out here like this? Yes or no?
No.
No, you can't see it? Okay. So you have choices. Find the slope of AB and compare it like down and over with C, down and over to find this slope. Or you can find the slope of
BC?
Not BC, because you're going to cut your parallelogram in half, of AC and count it from B down and compare these slopes. Those slopes or these slopes. I'm kind of sketching it right now, so I'm really light because I don't know where exactly it's at, where I'm letting you find it. All right, so on the test, it won't restrict you. On the worksheets, it will, but the test will let it be open and you decide where you're going to draw it. Anybody have it? Do you have it? No? Yes.
That 10 negative.
Christian,
Yeah.
what do you have?
So you just go from A, oh, my coordinate?
Yes.
Hold on, let me count it. 10, -1.
Is that what you had?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so tell us how you did it, Christian.
So I took from A to B.
Okay, so you did AB slope.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went down how far?
I think it was 5 and over 2.
5 and over 2. So down 5, right 2. Is that positive or negative?
That's negative.
Okay, so I'm just going to write it here. The slope of AB equals, was that down 5, positive 2?
Yeah.
All right, so if he's trying to get the point down here, does it make sense he's going to go to C and do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you went down 5 over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. And because those have the same slope, will those two lines be parallel?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so this is D. So CD slope equals -5 over 2. Are you done comparing, or do you still have one more set to compare?
Yeah, you saw AC and
AC and BD. So you find the slope of AC. From A to C, you can go up and left or down and right. Either way is the slope negative. Yes, I'm going to go down and right. How far down?
3.
3. And how far right?
6.
-3 over 6, which reduces to -1/2. All right, that's the slope of AC. And what's our last slope we have to compare it to? BD. Is anybody using the ordered pairs and doing the y minus y business? Nobody's doing it that way? You were? Okay, BD. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -3 over 6. Does it also reduce to -1/2? Equal, equal. That means these two are parallel. These two are parallel. Definition of a parallelogram. Are we good? Yes? All right.
What we just
Please. End here for the day. Was that a lot?
Yeah.
Well, let's at least talk about these because they're on the homework. So let's pick one of these, 4, 5, or 6.
Are we ever gonna go over the one from last school?
We will. We just won't have time right now. 4, 5, or 6. Pick one. 4. Place 2 points in quadrant 2 that would form a square with, quadrant 2 that would form a square with the existing points. Give the coordinates of the 2 points. All right. Now, do you guys agree? Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you agree that's a square right there? But why is it wrong? It's not in quadrant 2. All right, so do they have to go above the existing 2 dots or below? Above in this case because I want it to be in quadrant 2. So how far above for each one?
3.
If it's a square, it has to go up 3 because we want it to be a square, equidistance.
Can you label the quadrants?
Yes, so we'll label the original A and B. Those were the ones that were given. C and D are the ones we found.
I mean quadrant 1, quadrant.
Oh, quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. Place 2 points in quadrant 3. So now we want it down here. That's the one I did and erased quickly. So instead of going from these 2 dots up 3, which direction are we going to go?
Down.
And why 3? Because the distance between these 2 points is 3. We want it to be a square. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right. What worksheet do you guys have tonight for homework?
0.8.
4.
Uh-huh.
The one we did before, the little one. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then for the fourth one, that's number 4, not 3. Right?
Thank you. That is correct. You are awesome. Guys, I am off today because I was off in my second period as well. Went too fast, and I don't want to say shame on you, but good job. You are awesome that you caught it. We're going to leave it, and I'm just going to change this to quadrant 4 because of time. But did you guys catch his fabulous math business that this is not quadrant 3? Give him a round of a hand. That was awesome. All right.